Hey Dad, I was watching Skinwalker Ranch yesterday, and they said the GPS signals were coming from under the ground. How is that possible?
So a GPS works using satellites. These satellites broadcast their location and what time it is. Since radio waves travel at the speed of light, it takes a certain amount of time for that signal to reach your phone. So when it receives the signal, it takes the time that it is now and the time it was when the signal was sent, and it knows how long it took for the signal to reach your phone. Since the speed of light is more or less constant, the phone can then calculate the distance it is from the satellite. If your phone receives at least 3 signals from 3 different satellites, it can then triangulate its position and voila, it knows where you are. Now, usually when a GPS is off, it's because a signal is blocked by, say, a metal roof, in which case you might get a signal that is bounced off of something, say, like a big rock or a mesa. Because of the roundabout route the signal took to get there, it'll make your phone think that you're actually farther away from the satellite than you actually are. And that's one way that you could get a false reading that you're actually under the ground or not where you're supposed to be. But a more interesting reason for false locations would be fluctuations in space time. If space is bigger or smaller somewhere in between you and the satellite, it's going to give you a false reading because it's going to take longer or less time for the signal to reach you.
So it's useless then, or could you just use that to your advantage?
Yeah, so if they really are having problems with space time fluctuations, then GPS for finding your location would be pretty much rubbish. But if you were to set up your own network of senders and receivers that were at known and static locations, then you would be able to track and map space time fluctuations across the ranch. By changing configuration, you could tune the system based upon your needs. And by tracking existing GPS satellite data, you could map the area above the ranch. So a couple of transmitters, a bunch of cell phones, and a little app writing time, and I think you could have a space time fluctuation detector.